What's good, YouTube? It's Sos. Money is saying you already know the vibes. We back with another reaction. My son Haas is speaking on the Daniel Penny situation. He was found not guilty in the case of Jordan. You know what I'm saying? This young man right here dressed up as Michael Jackson. So Haas is about to speak on that. Before I press play on this video, though, subscribe to my channel. You heard, put your chest in it. Smash that like button, turn post notifications. Y'all get notified every time I drop a video. So let me just go to the you know, beginning of this, and let's get into it. Oh, my bad.
I'm really at a loss for words because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but in this situation, the wrong thing is the right thing.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon.
Got them ads early in the video.
Jordan got a death sentence for being mentally disturbed and dancing on the train, trying to make a living impersonating Michael Jackson. What are we saying? Us poor people, because all you see all over the news, right? Us poor people, what are we saying about each other when a man could come on the train and get frustrated and choke a mentally disturbed man to death?
All right, this just in, breaking news out of New York and the subway chokehold case we've been following for the last week. The jury has now come back with a verdict of not guilty in the Daniel Penny murder trial on the criminally negligent homicide charge. The jury could not come to an agreement on Friday on the charge of manslaughter. The judge tasked them with coming to a verdict on this lesser charge, and now they have, again, not guilty for Daniel Penny. Let's go back to New York and Rich McHugh. Rich, this just coming in. I'm imagining people outside the courtroom may not have even heard this yet. What are you hearing about the decision from this jury and reaction?
Well, it was rather quick. Morning, they came back. They said we have a verdict. It was read in court, not guilty. Immediately, there was both applause and outbursts, anger. Jordan Neely's father was escorted from the court, as were some of the other people, because of their outburst. And now apparently we're hearing it behind us. There's protests growing in front of the court. Can't really make out what they're saying, but this is a huge moment in this trial. Obviously, Daniel Penny acquitted on the lower charge, and he can no longer be charged on the higher charge. So from my understanding, this is over at this point, unless there is some way to for the prosecution to bring this back. I don't see that, but it looks to be over. Daniel Penny will walk free.
The jury quick got to come back with that decision. The judge sending them home on Friday, essentially saying, take the weekend, don't think about this case, come back Monday, ready to go to deliver a verdict on this lesser charge. Now we've got the not guilty. Rich, take us back through the crux of this case and the defense's argument throughout the entirety of the trial.
Well, the defense basically said, look, this was self-defense by Daniel Penny. Jordan Neely got on the train, threatened he was going to kill people. He was not afraid to go to prison for the rest of his life. Daniel Penny got up behind him, put him in a chokehold, and subdued him for, I think it was 6 minutes. They say, his defense lawyers, and he has said, look, he was never trying to hurt Jordan Neely, but he was trying to protect the other passengers on the train who were legitimately terrified for their life. The defense all along has been like self-defense. And Jordan Neely, the prosecution, said, look, he was acting recklessly. And
there's no way you need to choke anybody for 6 minutes, bro, especially if it's not like, did he have a weapon? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just choke, bro. Like, come on now. Like, and he looked fragile too. So like, there's no need to choke him for 6 minutes. Like,
went way too far. Went way further and longer than he should have. in trying to subdue Jordan Neely.
Exactly.
And so that was been the kind of the back and forth. The question has always been, was the force justified? Was what Daniel Penny did justified? And was it, the causation and justification? Those are the two key things.
Man. And that's the regular New York. You always gonna have people on the train talking smack. That's just a part of the train. It's not gonna be MTA if you don't have those type of people on the train. Like, it's not even funny. Like, for real, like, that's just regular. You're gonna see people dancing on the train. You're gonna see homeless people sleeping, taking up the whole side, laid out. All right, people trying to go to work and everything. Nobody could sit down because they sleep. You got them urinating on the train. Like, it's not okay. But like him dancing or him probably maybe acting a little, unusual. You feel me? It's not unusual in New York. Like, go to the next train. Go to the next car. There's mad cars. There's doors in between where you can literally walk through them and go to. If when I get on the train and it stink and it smell real bad, I just go to the next car. That's it. Like, they could have did that, but instead he wants to choke him out. Come on.
To be what the jurors.
And if anybody was threatening of their life and all that, why didn't y'all go to the next car? That's it. Why y'all get off the train? It must have been that threatening if y'all literally sat there and watched this man choke him out for 6 minutes.
Had been hung up on.
And it's like, as a father, right? As a father of children that's autistic, what happens if me and my wife pass away, or my child's mother, and somehow my disturbed child ends up on public transportation because enough people is not angry? What happens as a parent when we no longer alive?
Right. You're right.
And there's nobody to protect your mentally disturbed son and daughter. We are living in a town where there's no place, there's no protection, there is no love for the mentally disturbed. But autism is on the rise. Any parent that has an autistic child should be furious, and you should be afraid, because it seemed like that's the go-to. Every time somebody calls 911 for somebody that's mentally disturbed, they end up in a body bag. So now I'm afraid, because I don't know what to do in this situation. All I can do is see. We already seen that white boy didn't have no mercy. He took out 400 years of whatever frustration he had on somebody that was mentally disturbed, homeless, hungry, broke, suffering in poverty. You know what it felt like to be hungry every day, homeless every day, and got to figure out how to smile and make people dance to amuse them,
to make bread,
just for them to put change in a cup. And this dude, he's getting frustrated on a train where he could have just walked to the opposite side of the train. He could have walked to another cart. He could have got off the train like, let me get away from him because he's irritating me. Nah, that broke, hungry, mentally disturbed man got put in the chokehold. And it's obviously you choking him. You feel that you're stronger than him. You feel the life. You feel his body going limp. And then you continuously, once you felt him, like I wrestled back in the days. We used to wrestle in the hallways. We always put each other in a headlock and choke till the person get limp. Then we know to let go. That man was defeated. He squeezed life out of somebody that was hungry, homeless, hurting, confused, beat up by life.
This game,
Nah, Haas is absolutely
you're
right.
not ready for it.
See, I like videos when Haas is speaking the real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gaining some respect back for him. You feel me? Because that hood horror series that we watch was very disturbing. So we need to watch videos. All right, they be watching my channel. We need to watch videos when Haas is speaking the real. Like
Any parent that has children that's autistic, you have to figure out. We have to figure out. If something happens to us, nobody's going to care or love your autistic child, your mentally disturbed child. Nobody's going to care. Us parents got to start coming together and bringing more awareness to mental health. Being mentally ill, being homeless should not be a death sentence.
Yeah,
it shouldn't. And I can't not look at this situation and not see my
honestly, 99% of the crimes, or I'm gonna say 99%. I'm gonna say about maybe like this is just an estimate of what I think. I haven't Googled this or anything, but I feel like the most crimes come from people that are homeless or mentally disturbed. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And I feel like the United States should have a better way of dealing with these type of people instead of just locking them up, killing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have the meds and everything, but sometimes medication is not only the you know what I'm saying, the way to go. Like, they just want to pump us up with medication and all that. Like, you feel me? It gotta be other ways you can handle these type of people.
children. I can't not just sit up there and picture that young man being one of my kids. It hurts. It hurts. Then you look at the news. All I see is poor people worrying about rich nigga problems. I ain't never seen Jay-Z come to the aid of black people.
We gotta fact check that.
A story of a mentally disturbed black poor man. Even at his death, he was wronged. He got a death sentence for being mentally disturbed on an empty stomach. You know how frustrating, angry, irritated
Empty stomach
you are when you're hungry and homeless
What?
and cold and you on the subway?
Let me tell you something. I can't even function when I'm hungry, bro. I feel like I can't even breathe if I'm hungry. Like, I gotta eat at least every 2 hours, something, even if it's a snack. For real. So imagine people that just don't have it at all. And they, you know what I mean? And they ready to just, they frustrated. They mad. They frustrated.
Oh, you're not entertained?
But like, I gotta look up this story more though. You know what I'm saying? Like, was he on the train threatening people and stuff? Not saying that is justifiable or anything, but like, I don't know. It's crazy, yo. Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this video. Y'all agree with Haas? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about? Y'all think that he should have got off? You know, am I missing? We missing something with the story? If we missing something, y'all let me know in the comments to fill us in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, rest in peace to him, and you know what I'm saying, his family, and I hope their family is dealing with this situation as well as they can. But I appreciate y'all watching this video. Before y'all head out, though, subscribe to my channel. You heard, put your chest in it. Smash that like button, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see y'all in the comment section.